Namaskar. I hope all of you are being safe, staying at home. Today, in this quarantine series, I'm going to talk about adavus. So, many of you have been asking me the number of adavus, the name of adavus, um, how many adavus are there in one group of adavu, all of that. So, if you are a beginner or if you are a dancer and you have these questions, do watch the video. So, what is adavu? Adavu means basic steps of Bharatnatyam. So it's a combination of hand movements, leg movements, neck movements, eye movements, hasta mudra. So when you put together all of these, we create one adavu. So it's a combination of multiple movements, body movements. So it includes a lot of sthanaka, mandala, chari, foot positions, and so I in Talang teach 13 groups of adavus as we follow Gandharva Mahavidyalay's portion or syllabus. Having said that, it might be different for your school. So group of adavus can differ. So for me it is 13 groups of adavus and each group has 5 to 7 steps. So that is how we teach. The number of steps in the group of adavu is different. It can be different. So group of adavus can be different. Number of steps in the group of adavu can be different. So example, I have six natados. Okay, so I do teach six natados. You might have seven, you might have eight, you might have 12. It really depends on from whom you are learning. It depends and it differs school to school. Also, it is different for each style or bani. Now, you've been also asking me which style I do follow. So I'm going to link a video in the description box below. Also, it flash on the somewhere here on the video. So you can click here, go on that video and check it because it's not one word answer for me. So I have elaborated on which style I really teach. Next point is the name of the adavus. It can be different and it's okay. Does not matter. If it is Saraka, Sarikal, if it is Tatai Taitadu, it is Vishruvadu or it is Paraladu, it's a Kuttadu or Tatta Kudichametadu, it really doesn't matter. The steps, the technique, what you are learning, that really matters. So concentrate on that. So you will be less confused. Okay. Also, as I have mentioned, keep one teacher, trust one teacher and follow her, so all of this confusion won't happen. It's always good to see around and adapt few things, but this is not that stage. If you are in a stage of first level or second level, this is not the stage to adapt anything from anywhere. You have to just trust your teacher. If you are learning from me, just trust me and follow what we have taught you. We have already uploaded 13 groups of adavus on our YouTube channel, so you can see that, you can refer that. We have made a playlist for the same. Also, we have taught it serially. So many of you are confused about that, so we have taught that serially. So why these numbers are different? Let me explain it to you with one example. So let's take third natadu. Tayyum tata tayyum ta tayyum tata tayyum ta. Okay? So I do that only once, and some people do that double tayyum tata tayyum ta tayyum tata tayyum ta tayyum tata tayyum ta tayyum tata tayyum ta, and they call it fourth natadu. Are you getting my point? So this happens, they do it double and they call it a different number to that same adavu. But if you really see, it's the same movement. Instead of just doing the repetition of the same adavu or same step and calling it a different number, what we do is we just revise and rehearse the same adavu again and again. It's that simple. So also for the tattoo, it's the same. Like some people have the fourth so taya 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 4 times, right? So we don't do that because we already do taya tai taya tai taya tai taya tai. So already you have that rhythm in your mind, also in your body. So you really don't need any repetition to understand that kind of movement. Also, the movements which you learned might differ school to school. Say, some people do tayyum tatta. So some people do tiryaka when tiryaka position, hand position, while doing tayyum ta. Whereas I have learned and I like to do it like a uttala position. If you, I'm sorry, I don't have much space in this setup, but that is what we do. So uttala and then we do natyarambhe position. So for me, it's easier. Also, I have learned it that way. Really, if you are doing it tiryaka and doing natyarambhe position, that's also okay. It's like different teachers are teaching same subject, so the matter is same, the content is same, only the perception is different. Okay, again, make sure that whatever you are learning it correctly. So that's why I prefer that you stick to your one teacher, or if you're following us, stick to us. Don't hop on every YouTube channel, because that will create more mess and more confusion in your learning process. So group of adavus, number of adavus, name of adavus, style of doing adavus really can be different, and that does not mean that I am teaching you something wrong or you have learned something wrong. So please do not be confused about that. Some people ask me that why the name. It's really very simple to identify if you have the name of the adamu. Otherwise, we will end up saying that step, this step. That will not help us, right? That will create more confusion. Or also, like, we have the same bowls for two different adavus. So taikattaihi taikattaihi, so we have tattaitaha dhittaitaha. So all of that can create a lot of mess. It's really better to have the identification of that particular adu. Like, we have the names, so each person has a name, um, and each person has their own characteristics, different qualities. The same way, adavus have different names, and they have their own quality, own characteristics, and own speciality in Bharatanatyam dance. Now, if you really want to do your adavus properly, it's very, very important to learn the Padavedas, Hasta Prachara, learn the shlokas. I will link the shloka series somewhere in a description box and on the screen too. So you can refer that and learn all of that properly to just improve and make sure that your position of every body part is correct when you are doing that particular combination. There are some steps or some movements which we use it in choreography, but we haven't incorporated in traditional adavus as such. So what I like to do is I like to put together and combine it in a different group of adavu and teach them later on, like third level or fourth level of learning. So in my course, I do teach these different movements which we really use in choreography, but we do not have those movements in adavus particularly. For example, we have different jati adavus, we have yatta adavu. Also, there is one more adavu which all of you must have seen it in choreographies, which is tayyum tatat tayyum ta, and then jump and then sitting down. So that also incorporated in Nattadu for in many schools, but I haven't taught you because it's little difficult and challenging for the new people who are learning for the first time. I like to teach all these adavus or the steps in a different group of adavus when people are little comfortable with their ayata mandala or natyarambhe position, so that it really helps them to learn it fast. Otherwise, people keep struggling for it. Many of you have been asking me to create a different video for the bows or Sangeeta or Sholakattu. Okay, so I'll do that in next video. If you really want to learn that, then keep watching and keep dancing.